Chosen one, stop scrolling right now. Do not look away from this screen. This is not the algorithm playing games with your day. This is a direct, divine interception, and it has been routed to your exact device on purpose. Archangel Michael himself signed the order. He carried this frequency through 3 layers of spiritual interference just to reach the eyes you are using to read these words. Sit down, get still. The next 20 minutes will permanently change the trajectory of your entire bloodline. Something happened to you last night while you were sleeping. You did not see it with your physical eyes. You did not hear it with your physical ears. But your spirit felt every single second of it. You woke up this morning feeling slightly different. Lighter in your shoulders, quieter in your chest. A strange warmth resting right above your eyebrows that you could not explain. You brushed it off and started your routine, but that feeling has not left you. It is still there right now as you read this. Touch your forehead with your fingertips. Press gently. Feel that. That is not your imagination. That is the residue of what heaven did to you between the hours of 3:00 and 4:00 inches the morning. God marked your forehead last night, not metaphorically, not poetically, literally. A messenger angel was dispatched from the throne room with one assignment, and that assignment was your name. He stood over your bed while you slept. He pressed the seal of the Most High directly into the skin above your eyes, and in that exact instant, every dark word ever spoken against your life was officially cancelled in the spiritual courts of heaven. The curse is reversed. The case is closed. The verdict has been entered into the eternal record. You are no longer the defendant. You are now the heir. But you must stay locked on this message until the very last word. Because if you swipe away right now, you will walk out of this divine moment without ever knowing what was just handed to you. The blessing was already activated, yes, but the instruction manual is hidden inside this transmission. And without the instructions, you will mishandle the most important gift heaven has ever placed on your life. The darkness is counting on your distraction. They are praying you scroll past. Do not give them that satisfaction. Stay right here. You have been carrying something heavy for years. You did not know what it was. You only knew the symptoms. Every time you tried to move forward, something invisible pulled you back. Every promising opportunity dissolved at the last minute. Every relationship that looked like the answer turned into another wound. Every prayer felt like it was hitting a sealed ceiling. You wondered if God forgot your name. You wondered if you were broken at the root. You stared into mirrors and could not recognize the heaviness in your own eyes. You smiled at strangers while quietly drowning inside your own house. That weight was not depression. That weight was not bad luck. That weight was a generational curse that was stitched into your bloodline before you were even born. Now I need to tell you exactly where that curse came from, because the source matters. The curse did not start with you. You were never the problem. Somewhere between 3 and 7 generations back in your family line, a door was opened. It might have been a covenant your great-great-grandmother made out of desperation. It might have been a violent act committed by a male ancestor that bound the bloodline to repeated cycles of poverty. It might have been jealousy, witchcraft, or a deliberate spoken curse from a wounded relative who could not stand to see your family thrive. Whatever the original event was, it created a spiritual contract, and that contract has been collecting interest on your soul ever since you took your first breath. You inherited a debt that was never yours to pay. You inherited rejection patterns you never created. You inherited financial ceilings you never agreed to. You inherited the loneliness of women in your family who died with their gifts buried. You inherited the rage of men in your family who never got to be soft. You walked into this lifetime already, wearing chains you did not even know existed, and you spent decades wondering why everyone else seemed to run while you had to crawl through honey. That ends today. Heaven looked at the records. Heaven looked at your tears. Heaven looked at the prayers you whispered when no one was watching. And heaven decided last night that the contract has been paid in full by the blood of the Lamb and the integrity of your perseverance. The mark on your forehead is the receipt. The curse has been officially reversed. Pay close attention to what I am about to say next, because this part is critical. The mark you received last night is not a passive blessing, it is an active seal of authority. It does 7 specific things in the spiritual realm, and you need to understand each one before the next sunrise. If you understand them, you can stand on them. If you do not understand them, you will doubt them the first time the enemy whispers in your ear, and the enemy is going to whisper. Count on that. But before I reveal the 7 activations, type the words "I am marked" down in the comments right now. Do not skip this. This is not a content trick. This is a spiritual handshake. When you type those 3 words, you are sending a tremor straight up through the spiritual atmosphere. You are confirming reception. You are telling heaven that the package has been received, that the seal has been recognized, and that the new identity has been accepted. The angels assigned to your case are waiting for that exact confirmation before they can release the next layer of your activation. Type it now. I am marked. Then keep reading. Good. Now listen carefully. The first activation is the seal of permanent protection. From this moment forward, no weapon formed against you in the dark hours can land on your physical or emotional body. The arrows still get fired. The whispers still happen. The curses still get spoken in rooms you will never see, but every single one of them now bounces off the mark on your forehead and returns to the sender with 7 times the original intensity. The person who has been quietly working against you behind a friendly smile is about to experience their own attacks coming back to their own door. They will not know why their life is suddenly falling apart. You will not need to lift a single finger. The seal handles the warfare for you. The second activation is the seal of restoration. Everything that was stolen from you under the old contract is now flagged for return. Money you lost to dishonest people. Years you lost to relationships that drained you. Opportunities that were rerouted to less qualified competitors because the curse made you invisible at the critical moment. Friendships that ended without explanation. Confidence that was beaten out of you by the people who were supposed to love you first. All of it is being calculated right now in the courts of heaven, multiplied by the divine restoration formula, and prepared for release into your physical reality over the next 90 days. You will see the first installment within 72 hours. Mark this video. Remember this moment. The third activation is the seal of authority. You used to react to your life. From today forward, you direct it. Your words now carry the weight of spiritual law. When you bless something, it grows. When you release something, it leaves. When you call something forward, it shows up. This is the upgrade you have been begging God for since you were a child. Your tongue is no longer a tongue of survival. It is a tongue of command. Use it carefully. The first 72 hours after the marking are sensitive. What you speak out of your mouth in this window will manifest with shocking speed. Speak life. Speak abundance. Speak peace. Refuse to speak about who hurt you, because the curse will try to bait you into rehearsing the old wound, just to keep you anchored to the old contract. The fourth activation is the seal of recognition. People are going to start treating you differently, and you will not be able to explain it logically. Strangers will hold doors open longer. Cashiers will give you the smile they reserve for their favorites. People you have known for years will suddenly pause when they speak to you, as if they sensed something they cannot name. This is the mark working in real time. The mark broadcasts a frequency the spiritual world reads instantly. Animals will respond to you. Children will lock eyes with you in public spaces and refuse to look away. Even the toxic people in your life will become quieter around you because their spirits recognize what their minds cannot process. The fifth activation is the seal of severance. Every parasitic attachment connecting you to people, places, and patterns that no longer belong in your life is being cut in this exact moment. You will feel this physically. Some of you will cry without warning over the next 3 days. Some of you will sleep more than usual. Some of you will lose your appetite for foods you used to crave, because those cravings were emotional anchors to old timelines. Let the severance happen. Do not resist. Do not call the people who are about to fade out of your life. They are being removed for your protection. The mark requires a clean field to operate in. The sixth activation is the seal of recall. Memories you had completely forgotten are about to surface. Dreams will become more vivid. You may suddenly remember a moment from your childhood, a face, a word that was spoken over you, a place that felt strange. These recalled memories are puzzle pieces. They are how heaven is going to show you exactly where the original curse entered your bloodline, so you can witness its removal with full awareness. Keep a journal nearby for the next 2 weeks. Write down anything that surfaces. Even if it seems small, even if it seems random, it is not random. Nothing in this season is random. The 7th activation is the seal of harvest. Everything you planted in the dark seasons is about to break through the soil at the same time. The kindness you gave to people who never thanked you. The prayers you whispered for relatives who never knew. The forgiveness you extended when no one was looking. The work you did with no audience. The tears you cried into your pillow that nobody counted. All of it has been stored in heaven's harvest archive, and the mark is the key that unlocks the gate. You are about to walk into the abundance of 100 unnoticed seeds, all ripening at once. Now listen to me very carefully, because this next warning could save your entire breakthrough. The enemy knows about the marking. The enemy felt it the second it happened. And the enemy is going to try one specific tactic to make you reject the seal before it fully integrates into your identity. Pay attention. This is the trap. Within the next 48 hours, someone from your old life is going to reach out to you. It will look like a miracle on the surface. It might be the toxic family member who suddenly wants to talk after months of silence. It might be the ex who broke your heart, suddenly returning with the sweetest message you have ever received from them. It might be the friend who betrayed you, calling out of nowhere to say they have been thinking about you. It might even be a job opportunity from a company that previously rejected you. On the surface, it will look like the universe is finally vindicating you. Inside, your spirit will feel uneasy. That uneasiness is your seal sending you a warning. This is the counterfeit reversal. It is a trap. The enemy cannot stop the real blessing, so the enemy is sending a fake one first to see if you can be lured back into the old contract. If you reopen those doors, you reopen the curse. The mark is not removed, but it goes dormant until you re-establish your boundary. Be careful. Be slow. Do not respond immediately. Sit with every offer that lands on your phone or in your inbox over the next 2 days. Ask yourself one question. Does this come from my new identity, or does it come from my old wound? Your wound will say yes for relief. Your seal will say no for protection. Trust the seal. I want you to feel the truth of what is happening right now. Place your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. That heartbeat is no longer the rhythm of a survivor. It is the cadence of an heir. You are not trying to climb out of the pit anymore. You are watching the pit collapse behind you while you walk into a wide-open field of possibility. The grief is allowed to linger for a few more days. That is normal. The body needs time to process the absence of the weight it carried for so long. But the grief will fade, and underneath it, you will find something you have not felt since you were very young. Lightness, permission, joy that does not need to ask for an appointment. Right now in the spiritual realm, there is movement you cannot see with your physical eyes. The person who spoke the loudest curse over your life is feeling something they cannot explain. Their phone is buzzing with bad news. Their body is suddenly heavy. Their plans are unraveling one by one. They do not know why. They blame circumstance. They blame timing. They blame everyone except themselves. But the truth is the curse they sent into your bloodline has reversed direction and returned to its origin. Every word they spoke against you is now a stone in their own driveway. Every prayer they twisted in your name is now an arrow pointed at their own door. This is not revenge. This is law. Heaven does not negotiate with senders who refuse to repent. Do not feel guilty about this. Do not call them to warn them. Do not pick up the phone if they call you in panic over the next week. The reversal must be allowed to complete. Your softness was the leak that fed the curse for decades. The mark requires you to be still, not cold, not cruel, just still. Let heaven finish the work it has started. Your only job in this season is to receive. You have been a giver your entire life. You gave to people who never said thank you. You gave to relatives who only called when they needed something. You gave to friends who disappeared when the seasons changed. You gave to lovers who took your softness and turned it into a weapon. You gave until your hands were empty and your spirit was running on memory. Heaven saw every transaction. Heaven kept every receipt. And heaven has officially declared this season the reverse harvest. You are no longer the giver. For the next 7 months, you are the receiver. Every door you walk through will have someone standing inside it ready to hand you what was always supposed to be yours. Listen closely, because this next part is going to startle you. The marking on your forehead is visible to certain people. Not most people, just the ones who carry the same seal, and the ones who carry the opposite assignment. The first group will be drawn to you instinctively. They will lock eyes with you in coffee shops. They will smile at you in elevators. They will say things to you in passing that feel like prophecy in disguise. These are the divinely connected souls being routed into your circle to replace the ones being removed. Welcome them. Be open. Do not be afraid to talk to strangers in this season. Heaven is shuffling your environment. The second group is the one you need to watch out for. The ones carrying the opposite assignment will see your mark and become deeply uncomfortable around you. Their eyes will drop. Their voices will tighten. They will avoid you in public places without being able to explain why. Some of them will become irrationally angry at you for no reason you can identify. That is the seal disturbing them at the spiritual level. Do not chase them. Do not try to fix the discomfort. Let them walk. They were placed in your environment by the old contract, and the contract has been voided. They have no jurisdiction in your new identity. Smile, nod, and keep walking. Right now, I want you to do something physical. Stand up if you can. Plant your feet on the ground. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chin slightly. Feel the column of your spine. This is the posture of an heir. This is no longer the body of someone who is bracing for the next blow. This is the body of someone who has been officially seated in their inheritance. Walk into the next room of your house and look at your reflection. Look at the space above your eyes. You cannot see the mark with your physical sight, but if you look carefully, you will notice something else. A new quality in your gaze, a steadiness that was not there last week. That is the seal looking back at you. Type AMN in the comments right now to lock this in. Do not skip past this instruction. The act of typing those 5 letters is a physical anchor. It moves the spiritual reception from your inner world into the visible world. Heaven loves witnesses. Heaven loves declarations. Heaven loves a chosen one who is bold enough to say yes out loud. Type Amen. Then keep reading, because we are not finished yet. There is one more revelation, and it is the most important of them all. The mark on your forehead is the beginning of a chain reaction. You are not the only one being delivered through this seal. Your children will inherit the cleared field you are about to walk into. Your grandchildren will be born into a frequency you fought to create. The bloodline that was bound for 7 generations is now flowing forward in 7 generations of expansion. Every prayer you ever prayed for your family is being answered through your obedience right now. You are the breaker. You are the pivot. You are the one your ancestors have been waiting for. The women in your line who died with their dreams clenched in their hands are exhaling through you right this second. The men in your line who carried unspoken burdens to early graves are smiling for the first time in centuries. Do you understand the magnitude of what is happening? You are not just receiving a blessing, you are becoming a doorway. The mark is not just for your protection. It is the new entrance through which heaven will pour resources into your entire lineage for the rest of your life and far beyond. This is why the enemy fought so hard to break you. This is why the betrayals were so coordinated. This is why the isolation went on for so long. The darkness knew exactly what you carried. The darkness knew that if you woke up, your awakening would unlock 1,000 others. So the darkness tried to keep you sleeping. The darkness tried to keep you tired. The darkness tried to keep you small, but the darkness lost. Last night, in the silence of your bedroom, the darkness lost, and heaven won, and your bloodline won, and the children you have not even met yet won. Hit the subscribe button right now. This is not me asking you to support a channel. This is me asking you to anchor yourself to the frequency that will continue delivering these transmissions as the season unfolds. The next 90 days are going to be loud. Confirmations will come fast. Synchronicities will pile up. You will need a place to return to when your mind tries to convince you that the marking was just a feeling, just a video, just a coincidence. Subscribing is how you build the return path. Subscribing is how you make sure the next interception finds you when you need it most. Tap the bell. Allow notifications. Let heaven find you again on the morning you are about to forget. Now, I want to walk you through the next 72 hours because they are going to look very specific. Within the first 24 hours, you are going to receive an unexpected message. It could be a text. It could be an email. It could be a voice in your spirit during a quiet moment. The message will contain a small piece of information that confirms what you just received. Pay attention. Do not dismiss anything as random. Within 48 hours, you are going to encounter the counterfeit reversal I warned you about earlier. Remember the test. Slow down. Sit with it. Ask the question, wound or seal. Within 72 hours, you are going to receive the first installment of your restoration. It may come as money. It may come as news. It may come as a relationship breakthrough. It may come as a profound sleep that finally repairs years of exhaustion. Whatever form it takes, recognize it. Thank heaven for it out loud. Gratitude is the catalyst that unlocks the second wave. Between days 4 and 7, you will start to feel a new pull on your life. A direction will become clear. An idea will start to crystallize. A door will appear that was not there before. Walk through it. Do not analyze it for too long. The mark on your forehead is also a compass. It will not lead you wrong. The old you needed 100 confirmations before making a single move. The new you will move on a whisper, and the whisper will be right every single time. By day 14, the people in your life who do not belong in your new season will have either faded out or made themselves obvious. Let them go gracefully. By day 30, you will look back at the version of yourself reading this right now and barely recognize her or him. By day 90, your entire reality will have been rearranged from the inside out. Job, income, relationships, living situation, health markers, your reflection, all of it touched. All of it transformed. Not by your effort, but by the seal doing its work. You are not the same person you were yesterday. Let that sentence settle. You are not the same person you were yesterday. The you who walked into bed last night carrying the heaviness of 3 generations is gone. The you who is reading this right now is the heir, the breaker, the marked one, the chosen one. Stop apologizing for the way you take up space. Stop shrinking to make people comfortable. Stop explaining yourself to people who never planned to understand. The mark on your forehead does not require permission slips. The mark does not need a translator. The mark just needs you to walk like you know it is there. Tap the like button right now. Treat it like the final cut of the rope that tied you to the old version of your story. Every tap of the like button is a stone in the wall of your new boundary. The universe is watching how you respond to this moment. The universe is paying attention to whether you receive boldly or hesitate quietly. Receive boldly. You have hesitated enough for one lifetime. Share this video with one person tonight. Not a list, just one. Send it to the soul who is about to give up. Send it to the friend who messaged you last week saying they could not take much more. Send it to the family member who has been quietly drowning behind a polite smile. You do not have to explain why you are sending it. Just send it. The seal multiplies through sharing. Every soul you help wake up adds another ring of protection around your own life. Your blessing is not diminished when you share it. Your blessing is amplified. Listen to me one more time, because this is the truth I want you to carry into your sleep tonight. The curse is reversed, officially, permanently, in the records of heaven and in the testimony of every angel who witnessed your marking. There is no version of your future in which the old contract has authority over you again. The old patterns will try to return. The old voices will try to whisper. The old wounds will try to flare. But they have no legal footing in your new reality. They are squatters in a house that no longer belongs to them. Treat them accordingly. You do not argue with squatters. You do not negotiate with them. You point to the deed and you keep walking. You have permission to rest now. You have permission to laugh again. You have permission to stop carrying the weight of everyone else's unprocessed darkness. You have permission to be soft without being a target. You have permission to be strong without being feared. You have permission to be visible without being attacked. The mark grants all of this. The mark is the new agreement between you and the divine. Step into it, wear it, live in it. Close your eyes for 30 seconds. Touch your forehead one more time. Breathe slowly. Feel the warmth of the seal. Imagine a soft golden light resting where your fingers are. Hear the words being spoken over you right now from the highest realm. You are sealed. You are marked. You are chosen. You are protected. You are restored. You are loved. You are home. When you open your eyes, the world will look slightly different. The colors will feel a little more saturated. The sounds will feel a little more layered. Your own reflection will feel a little more like yours. That is not your imagination. That is the seal coming online in your conscious awareness. Welcome to the new season. Welcome to the cleared field. Welcome to the bloodline reset. Before you leave this video, complete the trinity of confirmation. Type I am marked. Type Amen. Type one word that describes what you are stepping into. It could be peace. It could be abundance. It could be freedom. It could be love. Whatever rises in your spirit first, type it. That word is the title of your next chapter, and heaven is writing it in real time. The angels assigned to your case are receiving the title right now and customizing your blessings to match. Walk forward into your day. Do not look back at the version of you that crawled. The crawler has been honored, thanked, and released. The walker is here. Soon the runner will arrive, and after the runner, the flyer. But for today, just walk, just breathe, just feel the seal that is no longer a question. You are deeply loved. You are fiercely protected. You are personally known by name in the throne room of heaven. The creator of the stars stopped what he was doing last night to mark your forehead himself. Let that truth root into your bones. Let it become the new ground you stand on. Let it become the new ceiling you stretch toward. Let it become the new air you breathe. The curse has been officially reversed. The seal has been officially placed. The harvest has been officially scheduled. The kingdom inside you has been officially crowned. You are no longer waiting. You are no longer wondering. You are no longer wandering. You are home. You are marked. You are the one your ancestors prayed for. You are the one heaven has been preparing for this exact moment in history. Stay locked in this frequency until we meet again. Carry the seal with reverence. Speak only the words you want to see become reality. Trust the whispers that come at 3:0 inches the morning. Honor the strangers heaven is about to send. Receive the apologies that may or may not arrive. Release the people who could not see you. Welcome the people who finally will. Walk in the lightness of an heir whose contract has been paid in full and whose inheritance is being delivered in installments timed to the rhythm of your awakening. You were never broken. You were being prepared. And now you are ready. Now you are sealed. Now you are sent. Go quietly. Go boldly. Go forward. The mark on your forehead is the only permission slip you will ever need again. You are absolutely untouchable now.